What is happening, guys? We are back with part 3 of the Cypher series. I am loving this so far, and I'm only 2 in. I got 2 more regular videos, and then I'm going to do the medley after that. I can't wait to get to the medley. You guys have hyped that up like crazy. So I'm ready to see these guys perform live. There wasn't too much information out there on part 3, so I'm going to get right into it. All I have to say is I would sell whatever bit of soul I have left to look like any 3 of the guys that I am looking at on this picture right now. I mean, J-Hope, look at him. He's just... These guys, man. These guys. Alright, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, play. This one actually says featuring Supreme Boy. I don't think the other one said that. Or maybe the second one did. So just like the first one, I'm going to mostly be listening the first time around, and then on the second listen, I'm going to be paying more attention to lyrics. Starting out with the leader. Yeah, I'd put this guy up against anybody, honestly. Ooh. He like totally changed beat there. Kind of doesn't really sound like something that he normally does. That little style that he did right there. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, he's still going. It seems like the verses in this one are going to be longer. Cut your skin away. Brutal, man. About to cannibalize some people. Oh. Is this Supreme Boy right now? It's showing Supreme Boy. I didn't think we were actually going to hear his voice. Whoa, that's J-Hope? That's J-Hope. Damn. Dude, this is what I was talking about in the last one with the cadences and the creativity coming from his flow. Ooh. God, who controls the spring? That's what I'm talking about. Dude, he's all over the place right now. Okay, so Supreme Boy's kind of doing like, it's like a chorus. Like, there haven't really been choruses in the other 2. But I gotta say, from J-Hope, like, that was like, I mean, eclectic. I flow job? That sounds dirty, man. I love when all 3 of them are doing this thing where they like kind of drop down and get quiet, do their like, a little different flow. He sounds mad aggressive though most of the time, you know. Suga's so good at that. It sounds like he wants to just like rip your arms off. Sick. So, first of all, my initial thoughts are just that one sounded a lot more like cohesive. You know, it was less. It less felt like an actual cipher, you know, like a rap cipher where you're rotating. It felt more like an actual song, just with like 3 rappers in it. You know, it was kind of like set up with like, started out with RM, right? Like the beat came in, and then it was like a verse, then the chorus from Supreme Boy, and then the J-Hope verse, and then the chorus, and then the Suga verse, and then the chorus. So that's probably more. It's probably an easier listen for people that aren't so into rap. You know, this song's probably, it's more accessible to the mainstream audience, you know, because it's just structured in that pop way more than it is in a cipher way. But I'm not going to take anything against that, because I thought that the flows in this one might have been my favorite. RM really did something in part 2 with the speed, and Suga too at the end, actually. The speed was like crazy in those verses. But this one, I feel, brought the most creativity. There was the most varying styles within each verse. Like, each guy had his own 5 different flows that he wanted to go through to show that they're capable of doing each of these different styles and sounding good while doing it. And I think they pulled it off magnificently. I was really into that. Alright, this time... So I was watching the lyrics, some of the lines, sick. But I want to really try to focus on them this time, alright? So if I'm not talking too much, that's why. I'm trying to read. And let's start this off. Go. Wait. And go. Nope. And go. Feeling this beat too. Grab my coffee. That's why that sounded different. He's saying everybody sounds the same. All the other rappers sound the same. They rap like that. Awesome. This sounds so cool though. Like, it sounds so suave. Ooh. Givenchy? What's that? That line is awesome. The butcher and I'll cut your skin away. And he's still just going back and forth from the English to the Korean, and it's just like, it's not just like line to line, it's like word to word sometimes. That shit is crazy. Dude, listen to him right here. Whoa. The track is a lot. Yeah, we know. We know you got that swag, boy. Long stocking? the god who controls this ring and the sending king. Oh, oh. It's just an appetizer. Dude, they say bastards a lot in this one. Who try to rap in English? Hold on, pause. I just want to go back and read that line again. Yeah, I'm from Korea, so all you bastards who try to rap in English, look and see who's on top of you right now. What? What's he saying there? Is he saying that, like, a bunch of the Korean people try to act in, or they try to rap in English so that they can be more recognizable overseas and, like, mainstream-wise? And he's just like, I don't need to do that to be badass. I could just rap in Korean and everything's going to be straight fine. Because, I mean, that's a sick line right there. But it seems odd that he would say that right after RM, like, you know, did his rap also partly in English. So maybe I'm mistaken this. You guys tell me below what you guys think about that. Go. Alright, so the chorus is so many haters. Try to chip away my career. Burning. I don't care. You can't control my shit. Overcame this baby in time. The hay cutter is my beat. With your bird tongue. My flow job, dude. I know what you're trying to say, Sugar. Come on. I'll just become stronger. It's a wonder. I'm a starfish that eats and grows under jealousy and envy. Nice. My voice will turn you on, whether it's a guy or girl, dude. He's getting it. My tongue will make you come on this food chain. What? Yo, Suga got me this time. Sorry, other guys. This was Suga's verse. This was Suga's song. Where'd that shit come from? Man, like, listen, I think if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that Suga for me is like my third. You know, I'm a J-Hope stan. Live and die. Love you, bruh. And RM, I just think he's probably the best, you know? I just think that he's just really good at what he does. And he's got just, like, the smoothest voice, you know? Just generally speaking. Suga's almost the opposite in that, like, he has, like, a really raspy kind of, very specific voice. So before I was so rudely interrupted, I was saying that Suga's voice is... It's kind of raspy and screamy and aggressive, and it's just... But in this verse, he showed more of his versatility than he did in the last one, changing his style throughout the course of it. But also, I thought his lines were the best, dude. Like, his lines were just... Like, he was getting kind of frisky in there, man. He was getting kind of frisky in there. He was making some people think some things, I'm sure. Not me. Anyway, I thought the... overall, yeah, I thought Suga's lines were the best, but I thought that the lines in this song were probably the coolest to me. Just overall, from all three guys. I thought that they had, like, some really creative stuff that they were saying. Just some nice ways to slap back at the haters, you know what I mean? Just to give them a big... And I know that's what this whole Cypher thing is all about, but this time it felt like more, almost like more fun, you know? Like, the other times it felt, especially in Cypher Part 2, it felt very, pointed, You know, it felt like they were angry and they needed to release that steam, which is cool. I loved that. But in this one, it felt more like they were having fun with it. Like they wanted to make some cool analogies, some cool metaphors, and just like show us what they're capable of doing in the writing process. And I love that, man. I'm all about that. The clever shit, man. Clever shit. Love it. All right, guys. That's enough for today. Like, comment, and subscribe. On Hyung.